right, well, we are here to do a final thought on a book that I finished this week. And the name of that book is The Sisters Brothers, which is an action western. And this book is set in Oregon and California areas. And it's in the late 1800s. This book was released in 2011 and is 328 pages long. So in my TBR for this month, I mentioned that Austin from Outer World Media and I were going to do this together. He's also going to be reviewing this, and we're dropping this video the same day. So I'd appreciate it if some of you ran over and checked out his take on this, see how his video came out. I do know that I have a handful of guys on this channel that would probably enjoy his channel. He does a lot of Western reviews. I know there's a good chunk of my guys, well, I should say a good chunk of my subscribers who seem to enjoy Westerns. So if you haven't seen his channel, haven't checked it out, jump on over. It's like I said, Outer World Media. I think you'd enjoy it. So anyway, I have no idea what he thinks of this book, and he has no idea what I think of this book. And I was going to do some stupid teaser to keep you guys watching and say I have a surprise at the end, but I'm just going to cut to the chase, man. This book is literally the best book I've read this year. When Austin recommended this book, he actually said that, how about we try this book? I don't know if he said he heard mixed reviews or it kind of wasn't getting great reviews, so he wanted to check it out. And I was like, yeah, let's give it a try. I'm here to tell you, it's a Western, but it's not your typical Western where it's a good guy, it's a bad guy, shoot him up, bang him up. Let's throw in a love scene here. And, the good guy's getting his rear kicked at some point, and then doesn't look good for the good guy. The bad guy's going to win, and then the good guy comes along, and don't you know, he wins and gets the girl, right? So that's your cookie cutter Western, which I love, don't get me wrong. But this is anything but that. This is so in-depth with the characters. I would say even if you don't really like Westerns, this is going to be a good book. If you like deep dives into characters' thoughts. I will say there's some pretty brutal parts to this book. So, those that I say might enjoy this for the non-Western aspect, they might not like it for that aspect. But basically, the story starts off, we have these two brothers, Eli and Charlie. Eli is the older brother, and they've just been given their next job by the Commodore. I'm probably going to screw up and call him the Commander as well, but he's known as the Commodore. And he's just given them their next job. And basically, he's hired them for their guns. These two are killers. That's what they do. This guy's hired them. He works for them, or they work for him, I should say. And it's not their first job, but in the opening scenes, we learn that Eli is going to be in charge of this, that the Commodore has given them their orders and made it clear that Eli is in charge, not Charlie. And Charlie isn't too happy about being treated like a little brother. He's not happy how he feels like he's being disrespected and not capable of doing his job. So there's some resentment. And to be honest with you, Eli doesn't help matters any. He kind of doesn't soften the blow at all. But yeah, that's our opening scene. The whole point, their job is to hunt out this guy named Kermit Worm, who supposedly has wronged the Commodore in some way. And this Commodore is basically your typical overbearing leader, power hungry, wants money. Root of all evil is the love of money. Well, that's this guy. And he has no problem with killing people to get more power, to keep power, to get more money. So yeah, he's that typical guy. Just, do I dare say, a real bastard. And yeah, so he's hired his boys to go out to California to take care of this guy. And basically the book is of these two going from where they're at, I think Oregon maybe. I'm not 100% sure where the book starts out, but I think it's from Oregon to California. And it's a story of the journey there. And there's so many things that happen along the way that are so good amongst this journey. And not only are the stories that happen along the way done so well, and so many of them, and they're exciting in itself, but we get to dive deeper into who these characters are. One of them is basically a real jerk, loves to kill, has no problem with it. We kind of don't like him, but there's also times when we do like him. The author did such a great job with these characters. And then we have the other brother who is questioning, why are they doing this? It does seem wrong, and he really doesn't like killing. He really wants to have a different lifestyle, and we just follow these two more so in one character's mind than the other. But yeah, it's basically a good story of where their souls are at and who they are, who they want to become, and honestly, at the end, they wrap this up so good. Who they become, who they end up, who they end up becoming. It's just done so well. I don't know, I forget what I said in the very beginning, but this is my first 5-star read of the year. I will say I was debating on a 4.5 to 5, and after 2 days of realizing I keep thinking about this book, I'm like, okay, this is the requirements. This is one of my requirements to give out a 5, because as Nikki liked to say to me once, is that I'm stingy with my 5s, and she's correct. To me, a 5 just really has to be a 5. It has to be something that you're just not giving away, every 4 books. I'm sorry, but there aren't that many good 5s. But I guess that's all on how we perceive and how we rank things. I will say I am definitely stingy. But for me, it has to just be something that a couple days later I'm still thinking about. So yeah, I don't know why I thought I needed to give it a 4.5. I feel like maybe that's the stingy part of me, is making sure that the 5 really deserves a 5. So yes, this book to me, 2 days later after thinking about it, is a 5. Which means this is the first 5 of the year, like I just said. And since I've started this channel, this is the first 5. So I guess what I would just say is a quick gist, if I already haven't made it clear. It's of these two characters, their journey from point A to point B, what happens along the way, who they are, who they become, and at the end, how it all wraps up and where they're going to be in life. And yeah, I don't reread a lot of stuff, but man, I can see myself coming back to this book. If you're a Western fan and you have not read this, highly recommend it. If you're going to do anything for this, what is it called? June on the Ranch, or June on the Range, whatever it's called. Add this to your book. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Let me see. I'm just going to check my notes real quick. Yeah, I've never read a better Western. I probably already said that. Highly recommend. Yeah, I think that's it about the book. I do want to thank Austin for picking this, man. You have no idea. Like, I'm so thrilled that I finally have a 5-star read, and it had nothing to do with me trying to pick a book. Oh, man. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I just don't know how to pick books. Maybe that's why everybody else finds all these 5-star reads, is because maybe I'm just not good at picking books. I guess that is possible. So I guess I just want to wrap this up by saying thank you to Austin. I'm thrilled to have done this. I can't wait to hear what you think. It's going to be pretty funny if it's nothing even close to what I thought. But yeah, I don't even know what I think you're going to think, but I kind of think you're going to enjoy it. But I don't know. Maybe it wasn't enough high-paced action. I don't know. Yeah, I can't wait to see what you thought. But yeah, anyway, people, get out there. Go check out his channel, especially some of you guys that I know would like this. Like I said, he does a lot of Westerns, and I think that's it. Just thinking, is there anything else I want to say? Go read it. That's what I'm going to say. June on the Ranch, right? Is that what it's called? Is that what this thing's called? Go do this. Make this a priority. All right, I think I'm just rambling. I'll probably clean this up at the end here. Otherwise, Austin, well done. Thank you for doing this with me. And I think we will be doing this again in a month or so. We're going to pick another book and do another Western. So let's keep the ball rolling. Let's pick another 5-star, at least in my opinion. But all right, man. Everybody, I thank you if you made it this far, and I will talk at y'all later. Bye-bye.